Welcome to another episode of Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. Today we're gonna kind of delve into one of my Faraday cages, and I'm gonna show you what I have in them in this one, and kind of describe a little bit about it. And in another video, I'll actually show you the Faraday cage and kind of describe how I made it and everything. But I keep assortments of batteries. This is just a very few, but I keep batteries in my Faraday cage. Now I always keep at least one set of walkie-talkies, and these are only good for about a mile distance. These are my very close range ones with extra batteries. Always make sure that I have at least one set of ways to communicate electronically in each one of my Faraday cages. And I keep a recorder. This is a digital recorder, and it does work very well. I'm not 100% sure why I would need a recorder in a situation where there wasn't really going to be too many people to record, but you never know, and it is electronic. So I keep this in one of these Faraday cages, so that just in case I do need it and there's ever an EMP or something like that, this will survive it. A battery tester. I always make sure I have a battery tester because of the large amount of batteries that I keep everywhere. Make sure that I try to switch them out so that I make sure that I've got good ones pretty much everywhere. Now this is actually one of those little bands that you put around your wrist, and it counts your paces and tells you how far you've gone and everything. And the reason I keep this is for pace count. This is an electronic way for me to keep track of my pace count. And then, you know, like I said, I've got my Ranger beads and you know, all the primitive ways of keeping track, but you know, I have it and it's secure and safe, and there's no reason why I shouldn't keep it and use it if necessary. And inside this box here is a little small AM/FM radio that you never know. You know, you get news, listen to the radio, but it's a little small AM/FM radio just in case. Keep that in this particular Faraday cage. Now, a couple other things that I keep in this particular Faraday cage is this. Now, this is actually a pair of NVGs, and the funny thing is I actually purchased it from a kid's toy aisle, and it's a little Spynet NVG kit, and I found it in a like a little on sale type bin, and they were like $25, and I said, what the heck, you know, I had the money and I was really curious about it, so I went ahead and purchased them and brought them home and tried them out, and these things work. They really work as legitimate night vision. So I keep these in my in that particular Faraday cage, and I just can't tell you how surprised I was when they actually worked, legitimately worked. So got those. And lastly in it, this particular one, I have my other pair of night vision, and with a spare pair of batteries. It doesn't have a bottom. When I got this, the bottom wasn't there, but I'm not complaining. These were given to me by my father for free. He says he got them, and he says that they're Russian. I really don't know. All I do know is they work fantastic, and it was free. So you can't beat free pair of NVGs. So so I have 2 pair of NVGs, and I should separate them, but right now I've placed them both in the same Faraday cage. But these work super fantastic. Then I have my other pair that was a toy, and I purchased them on sale for $25, and they work fantastic too. I mean, they work differently, but still very, very effective. If I had to choose, to be totally honest, it depended on the situation which one of these pairs I would choose to use. But good thing is they both work fantastic, so I don't really have to worry about it. And so right now, that'll be the end of this episode of Bentley's Backwoods Craft. And enjoy.